Good morning. Welcome back to Statesman News Network. I'm Corey Knowles, and I'm here this morning with Presiding Commissioner Greg Mathis. Greg, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Dexter. My family's, we raised our children in Dexter. My wife and I have been married for 33 years, married the former Lisa Coffey. We've got two children. Eric's our oldest son. He's teaching at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama in the church music and worship program. Our youngest son, Aaron, works with us here at the Mathis Funeral Homes, the family business in Dexter and Bernie. And we have a daughter-in-law, Brittany, who is a registered nurse at Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center. So I've been at the funeral home since 1978, 32 years, so I've been around for a while.
Been around a while, haven't you? Well, Greg, you've been on the commission for quite some time. What do you feel like is one of your biggest accomplishments since you've been there?
I have been on the Stoddard County Commission, serving as presiding commissioner for the past 8 years. And I think the biggest accomplishment that the Stoddard County Commission has accomplished over the past few years is our financial responsibility to the citizens of Stoddard County. Stoddard County is one of the few counties in the state of Missouri that's debt-free. We owe no one. We pay our monthly bills, but we're not making any interest payments. We have all of our debt paid off, and there are just very few counties that can say that. We paid off the Justice Center back in 2008, and that was at the earliest date that we were allowed to pay that off. We built the Stoddard County Government Building and furnished it, and we paid for that as we went. And the way we did that was by putting monies back and planning several years in advance on what we were going to be doing and looking ahead to see what the needs of Stoddard County are and will be in the future. By the same token, we've also been very supportive of property owners' rights here in Stoddard County. The Stoddard County Commission is probably, again, one of the few commissions in the state of Missouri, or certainly in southeast Missouri, that is not putting any restrictive ordinances upon our property owners that live out in the county. And I'm not talking about those who live within the city limits of various towns.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great, Greg. That's great. Where do you see the county commission going in the coming years during the next term if you're reelected?
Where I see the county commission going is the state of Missouri has some severe financial problems that they're going to have to address. They're going to address those problems by making various cuts. Some of those cuts are going to be in form of monies that's going to filter its way down to the counties all across the state, not just Stoddard County. The state has already made cuts in the per partial payment that they pay to the assessor's office. We know that's happened. Money that's paid to law enforcement in the form of grants. The SEMO Drug Task Force, we lost an officer for that. Stoddard County stepped up and we paid the salary now. We're starting to lose some money in regards to juvenile services. Stoddard County Commission stepping up to the plate, and we're making sure that those are also taken care of. But one area that I really see as a major concern, and it's not happened yet, but I feel that it will, is that the state of Missouri will probably start making some early release programs to what they would call nonviolent offenders within the state of Missouri that's in our correctional system. And when they're released, hopefully a lot of them will go down a good path. But I'm guessing the majority of them are going to recycle back through our jail system, and that's going to put a further stress on the number of inmates that we keep in the Stoddard County Jail. We're currently averaging 68 inmates a day in a facility that was built for 35. So we have started the process to look into expanding our jail, and so we can keep more inmates and take care of the ones we have. But when you start expanding and you keep more inmates, then you have other things that go along with that. You've got to feed them, you've got to clothe them, you got to have more utilities, you have more
workers.
There's just a lot. It's just like running a business. That's basically what it is. And there's going to be increased cost, and we're already looking ahead to see how we can handle that and take care of it. You've got to run the county the same way you'd run a business that's profitable and we feel like we do a good job in the county commission. And I say we, that includes Frank Sifford and Carol Gerald, and then the commissioners before me. I came on with Ray Coates, and then we had two good presiding commissioners before I came on, in the late Norman Moore and Jerry Elder.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Well, Greg, I sure appreciate you coming in today and visiting
Well, Corey,
with us.
certainly it's always a pleasure, and I can say that we've got a lot of good comments from the fact that you all now have Mike McCoy up there covering the commission.
Mm-hmm.
So people know what we're doing, and they can see what's going on up there.
All right, that's great. That's what we need.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Greg, and good luck in November.
I appreciate it.
All right.